we start deep diving, just a few questions. Do you know what is a twin flame relationship? You heard about twin flames?
I'm aware of it. I heard of it, but I'm curious to know your understanding
Yes.
of that.
Okay, I will tell a bit of my experience. A twin flame relationship is a twin flame normally between a woman and a man, but he unfortunately is not a romantic one. It's more or less it's a long distance relationship. Starts a very long distance relationship, and there are several I would call it traumas like ghosting, gaslighting, and so on. So the twin flame relationship, it's like a process to spiritual awakening. Like the other person, man or woman, is like a mirror to us. You know, our shadow works to do our shadow works to work in ourselves.
Yes.
That's a twin flame relationship.
Practicing partners.
Okay, so
practicing partners.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how do you help couples to get along together? What is your main techniques?
So, well, let me reflect back what I heard from you, your understanding of twin flames, because everybody has their own understanding. So for you, it's between a heterosexual man and heterosexual woman, and it's long distance, so they're not physically in the same space.
Not in the same space.
But they have a strong but they have a strong emotional and spiritual connection.
Exactly.
So the goal, right? The implicit goal of this relationship is to grow. So you feel you're mirrored by the other person mirrors you to see your shadows and what we call in psychology project onto the other person.
Yes.
And then you learn, oh, that's part of me I want to take back and claim. So you can be more whole, you're more integrated by being in this relationship, and you feel a strong attraction and pull to each other. And it sounds like it doesn't end with being together, harmoniously living for the rest of your life. More like a time period that you'll go through with each other.
Perfect, because the main goal of a twin flame is not the reunion. That's the bad understanding of the internet. Most people on the internet and Google and YouTube, twin flame, I will marry my twin flame. No, you will never meet.
We'll be together forever, happily thereafter.
Never. The main purpose of a twin flame is spiritual awakening, is self-knowledge.
Yes. Now I know what you're talking about, twin flame. I've experienced that, and I've seen my clients going through that. And I agree with you. It is about spiritual awakening, about being more whole ourselves. So that I can tell you more about the difference, I think, between attraction and compatibility. And attachment. That's a very different concept. People tend to confuse those concepts.
Exactly. Perfect. So in your day-to-day life, your clients, what kind of clients you have? You have twin flame clients, you have any kind of clients. What are the main, what you do in your day-to-day work in the therapy couple?
Yes. So people come to me, tend to be very stuck in their romantic relationships. Sometimes they haven't been married, they've been dating for quite a period of time, or even shorter period of time. They feel this strong attraction to each other. Very likely they just passed the honeymoon period, we say, and they start to get into more power struggle. It's a fighting stage that every relationship goes through. And they don't have the tools and resources to resolve that. And they end up either pursuing each other, getting into really explosive escalations, or one person pursue, the other person runs away. That's what called pursuer withdrawer dynamic. And they're both feeling suffering so much, right? They don't get what they really want. They both want connection, but somehow they don't know how to connect with each other, they end up always being in disconnection, and their nervous system all racked, and they can't sleep, they can't eat well, and they're always constantly hyper vigilant. So that could be the couple that's been together for say 20-30 years in their marriage, or not even married, but already getting to the strong, not very functional dance, I'd say.
In your experience, what is the main driver of a long-term relationship between a man and a woman? It's physical attraction, or it's friendship, or it's both, or it's spirituality? What is the main goal that keep a couple together for long time?
That's a very good question. I really have to say it depends on the couple. For some of them, more and more I see, especially younger couples, they really want companionship and friendship. Interpersonally, they want the other person to have their back. They want to be supported emotionally. They want a vulnerable conversation and to have deep emotional connection. And there are some of the financial too, two people pull their resources together to make it easier, especially I live in the Bay Area for the most of the time, and it's very pricey. So people pull their resources to have a better quality of life. And there few of my couples start to have more spiritual awakening. At least one of them want a spiritual connection. But a majority of the couples actually still wanted to sustain their life by making the day-to-day operation of their relationship work, like taking care of children, managing finances, and having good sexual life, and to enjoy each other's company and have some common interest.
Here in Portugal, I have I know, because I know older people than me that have cancer prostate. You know what is cancer prostate? And they don't have any sexual relationship, but yet the marriage is still going on. So it's possible to keep a marriage even without sex. Yes.
Absolutely. Their clients are asexual. There are people naturally asexual. There's a whole spectrum of sexuality, right? So, and they're also in the Bay Area, polyamorous relationships are very popular. So one person can have a partner just purely companionship and romantic, but not sexual, and have sexual relationship with other people. It really depends on everybody's understanding and their agreement.
Okay. So what is your main purpose? You put the couples talking to each other. What is your technique? What is your main techniques? Okay.
Well, that's a big question, So I'm trained in different modalities. I was trained in emotional focus therapy, in developmental model, and system-centered therapy. And also I went to graduate school to study somatic psychology, which is to study the connection between the body and the mind. So I use all of them in my work with my clients. And so what I do is I trust my intuition in the moment. What rabbit I pull out from my bag, and to attune to my clients. And if it doesn't work, I drop it, and then we'll try something else. But my way of thinking is very much system oriented. So I tell my clients from the very beginning, even during consultation, that not the problem. You're not the problem. I'm not here to fix any one of you. I'm seeing the dynamic, what's not working. And then I tell you, I'll describe to you, oh, this is what you do. Then they do this, and then you back do this. And then you just keep repeating and you're stuck. I tell them what that is. And I work with each of them to motivate them to see their part in their dynamic, the dance. Do you move your foot this way and step on the other person? Can you maybe step back a little bit? Can you maybe pace yourself so you're on the same rhythm? So you can have a beautiful dance together, really enjoy it together, instead of doing exactly what you know how to do, but not really working.